Here's another in-depth appliance repair video from Sheen Appliance Repair and Parts. Today I'm going to show you how to put a 4-prong dryer cord on a Whirlpool dryer. This Whirlpool dryer right here will be the one we'll be using in our demonstration. Tools required for this job will be a 1/4-inch nut driver and your 4-prong dryer cord. Now I want to go over something real quick. I have two different types of 4-prong cords here. As you can see on this one, they look the same, but there's one very important difference. If you can see right here on this 4-prong cord, this bottom one is L-shaped. That indicates that it's for a dryer. If it is straight like this one, that indicates it's for a range, a stove. So most houses will be wired up correctly to where you'll use the L-shaped one for a dryer and you'll use a straight one for a range. Sometimes you may run into it where it's different. That's just because they put the outlet on wrong. They put the wrong outlet in. But the L shape is for a dryer and the straight is for a stove. So you want to make sure that you get that right before you start. Now that we're at the back of your dryer, we need to take this cover off right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 1/4-inch nut driver and I'm going to take this screw that's on the right all the way out. And when you do so, this will pop open, come out just like that. Alright, I'm going to zoom in. That is called your terminal block. Your terminal block is the housing for your pigtail. That's where your pigtail mounts into. And that's what gives the current to the rest of the dryer. You have 3 screws on it. One right there, one right there, one right there. 2 of them are lead wires. One on your right and your left. And the one in the middle is a ground. Now, they're color coordinated. So, you got red, black, and white or green in the middle there. You can see the wires if you look up in there. So what we want to do is we're going to take all 3 of these screws out. Make sure you do it very gently. They can strip out very easily. Now, these screws are a lot different than a normal screw. The threads are made just for this terminal block. So make sure that you use the exact same screw when you're putting it back in. And once you get them out, lay them off to the side. Now, taking that 4-prong L shape, as you can see right there, cord, we're going to take the end with the exposed wires and we're going to put it through this hole right here. And we're going to kind of pull them up a little bit. And we're going to let it sit right there. Alright, I'm going to zoom in here for a second. There's your terminal block. Now, on the right side here, we're going to put one of our leads. Now, remember when I said they were color coordinated? If I look up here, I can see a red wire going to this side of the terminal. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the red wire that's on our pigtail and we're going to match it up with it. And you see how they got holes in them at the ends right here. We're going to put the screw through. So using that 1/4-inch, we're going to put that screw through the hole of the pigtail at the end of the pigtail and we're going to screw it in to the terminal block just like that. Make sure you do it gently. You don't want to strip them out. And once I got it nice and snug, I'll pull on it, make sure it's secure, and it is. Now, on the left side here is a black wire. We're going to take the black wire on the cord. We're going to match it up and line it up right up against the left side of that terminal block. And then again, we'll take that screw, put it through the hole, and we're going to gently screw that screw into the terminal block. And make sure you line them up straight, because you can strip them out. They're very easy to strip out. Now this is where most people have the most confusion, is the extra wire on this 4-prong. Because on a 3-prong there are only 3 wires. On a 4-prong there are 4. So where does this extra wire go? Well, I'll show you. In the middle is a white wire up here. So we're going to color coordinate that white wire with the ground. And as simple as this, we're going to just put that green wire along with it. Take your screw, go through both of the holes, and secure it into the middle terminal of that terminal block. And tighten it till it's snug. I want to go over them once again, just make sure they're all snug. Tug on them. Make sure no wires are touching each other, nothing like that. And once you do that, you get your cover. You put it back on.